What's going on, y'all? My name is Bryan Stith, and I'm here with Drake Person. This is actually our second interview.
Yes, sir.
And
Scragging, brother.
Good to see you, dog. We out here still getting it in during this quarantine. Got to.
Fuck that shit.
Gotta get it in.
Shit, you know it.
But we're here to talk about your EP and Prince of Abyss. Talk to me about it, man. Like, first of all, what does the word abyss mean? Because I didn't even know what it meant.
Abyss is basically, like a real deep like hole in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It's a big like a trench, like a trench, and it's real dark. It's real shallow. It's a dark place. You know what I'm saying? So myself, coming strong out of my depression and my dealing with suicidal tendencies and stuff like that. I just wanted to. I felt like I changed that energy from feeling that low and sad and stuff into a hunger. You know what I'm saying? To do more, to be more, and aspire to be as great as I could be. So I named it Prince of the Abyss because I felt like I had conquered my demon. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I owned them. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah.
Let's go. Sit back and witness as I give you vivid pictures with lyrics. The Prince of the Abyss is spitting and I came with a vengeance. I'm here to finish shitty critics who resent how I'm living and put it in the bitches using gimmick shit for attention. I've had enough of it. You punks ain't nothing more than me to sustenance. I'm busting at Republicans, warning shots to the government. I might expose the goals of the higher ups for the fun of it. And trust me, I ain't budget cause motherfuckers be loving it. I got my swagger back. It took a while to...
The first thing I noticed about it was just all of like the beat changes as far as like with the instrumentals and everything like that. That shit was dope, dog. That shit was dope. And then off top, it was just like a lyrical ass song, and I felt like you were just letting people know what's up. Like I do this rap shit kind of. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about the return and what was your thought process?
Well, Prince of the Abyss is my it's my fourth project, my fourth official project. And it's my second EP. And so I attack these projects differently. You know what I'm saying? I don't attack a mixtape how I would attack an EP. So for Prince of the Abyss.
And what do you mean by that though? Like because I don't even know the difference. Like
for me, this is just for me, right?
And then tell me for real, because I don't even know the difference between like a mixtape and an EP. So can you break that down for me too? Like
really honestly, like people have different variations and different things they do to like make it unique for themselves. So like basically for me, what it is for me, an EP is like a collection of small songs, or not small songs, but a small amount of songs. You know what I mean? So there's only 9 tracks on there. My previous EP, I believe it was like around like 6, 7. So usually, typically for me, 9 and below is an EP. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
10 and higher is a mixtape / album. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a full body of work. I don't like some albums are like short, but I feel like in order to get the full grasp of somebody's mental, you gotta listen to some tracks. Absolutely. You gotta listen to some tracks. Absolutely. But back on the return, it's a record that I felt like, it sounded like the way to open it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to start it off weird. I wanted to start it off different from probably what most people would feel I would come from to introduce you just what type of tape you're in store for. I think it's a really good blend of being, weird, you know what I'm saying? And also being like lyrical to my roots and trying to just blend that all in one. And then I think it really like sets the mood for the rest of the tape.
Bro, that joint was fire. And it made me want to listen to it like 2 or 3 times just to like kind of catch everything you were saying. Cause
thank you,
bro, you just be stabbing on it.
Look, I'm from Jersey, nigga. These people grimy as can be. Devil pupils glaring at you as you slide down the street. Fuck the sport, cause in my city the real giants on the street. I know that Eli got us too, but shit, I wouldn't mind the 3.
With Jersey's finest, like that made me feel like it was just an original to yourself, because obviously you're from New Jersey.
Yes.
And so talk to me about that, and talk to me just about being authentic to yourself as well, because like a lot of rappers try to put on a certain persona, or just even people like in the inner city, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot thrown at you, but you chose a different path, so talk about that.
Well, when I was growing up in New Jersey, first off, my family had a bit of a reputation already in Jersey. So my mother and my grandmother set a very high expectation for me of being above that. You know what I'm saying? Of being above street life and, you know, getting me involved in like sports and stuff like that. So
sports is one of the best ways.
Sports camps, you know what I'm saying? Summer camps or whatnot. You know, that's and like I said in a later on song, what's the word? I had a real like love for like, you know, history, you know what I'm saying? And like there were some things about school I enjoyed because, you know, I always want to feed my mental. But you know, growing up not being on the streets, but witnessing the effects of it all the same, you feel what I'm saying? Getting the same effect somebody who is in the streets will get as well, because even though I wasn't one of them, those type of people were close to heart. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like if when they were going through things and I would, you know, people going to jail, people being shot, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like a lot of people think, you know, only the street guys allowed to feel that pain of like losing somebody to the streets or drug dealing or in jail and all of that. When that affects the whole family, that affects the whole community. Yeah. So, you know, ever since I've had my perspective on Jersey and just like knowing that that's all around America, I knew that it was my duty to show other people just like me, you know, be yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Be authentic, be true to yourself. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to be in the streets. A lot of times we popularize it, you know what I'm saying? We make the stuff that they do seem cool. We glorify it. It's like real deep. It's real deep. All like to like give it a best sum up, I would say basically, you know, it affects everyone, and with it affecting everyone, everybody's perspective is different. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times you don't hear perspective of the other family, and you don't get perspective of the bystanders. You don't get perspective of the people who, you know, like a lot of times with like shootouts, a lot of times like bystanders get hit. You know what I'm saying? Innocent bystanders, and it's like people don't think about the bystanders. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I know me growing up being weird and whatnot, I just wanted to give my perspective on Jersey and my perspective on just like the streets in general. Cause, you know, just to let kids know, you don't got to be that way. You feel what I'm saying? So Jersey's Finest is just me being myself on a record that I felt sounded like home. You know what I'm saying? Like I was inspired by a lot of East Coast rappers. Like I think I said in my previous interview, you know, the Nas's, the Mobb Deeps, Wu-Tang, Jay-Z, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Guys like that. Those guys, that sound of the East Coast just always stuck with me. You feel what I'm saying? So I said, I want to make music that sounds like home. I want to make music, and especially with me living in Virginia, you know what I'm saying? And I miss my home all the time. I want to just, you know, make something that sounded like me.
Yeah, and just because of what you just said, it makes me think about even young kids now in Jersey. Like, it'd be dope if they grew up listening to your music instead of like maybe some of the alternatives that they are right now. It's like, what did they throw a little Dre person in there as well? Like, I feel like that could truly benefit them.
Kids are the future. Kids are the future. And I think, you know, you got to have the youth's perspective. You know what I'm saying? You have to have the youth's perspective in anything you do. That's why doing this and at the age that I'm doing it now, you know what I'm saying, I want to give a quick, you know, shout out and credit to my manager, Johnny, who's behind the camera.
Shout out to
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out
to Melodic Mondays, you know what I'm saying? Real quick, you know, just shout out. But you know, her being younger than I am, I'm 21. She's 20 and she's doing a lot of boss moves that helps me keep me on my feet. And it's like, you know, of course I would love to be around Jersey and other kids be inspired and hear my story and understand that there's a different path. Me moving really like shifted that. It was for a good reason. My mother, you know, wanted me to be safe, and I'm glad, because honestly, if I would have stayed in Jersey with the influence that I was around, and I wasn't even trying to be in there, like the streets just sometimes find you. And it's like, you know, if I, you know, probably would have been in Jersey, I would have been either in some, you know, some fuck shit, dead, or in jail. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's really like how serious it got. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I appreciate my mother doing it, but it does hurt. But I always visit Jersey, you know what I'm saying? I visit every year, and I always go there for inspiration, because just when I'm there, I feel at home. I love the streets. I love the smell. I love everything about it. So it's like that, like shit like that inspires shit like Jersey's Finest.
I'm the hardest from the J, that's undisputed. Bring that pressure to your neck, I fuck you up, then keep it moving. Know some niggas bound to hate and judge the way I run my movement. When I get the city rocking, pray my people can salute me. Start my private institution, built to teach the adolescents the essentials. Feeding nonsense to the projects, can't afford the pens and pencils.